if you're a competitive athlete, you're in the gym full time, right? You're there, maybe you're there 1 to 3 times a day, and you're pretty much eating and working out all day long, and everything you're doing has to do at a professional level. You're getting chiropractor adjustments, you're getting massages, and that sort of dedication needs to be taken with these other things also. Like, for instance, 45 minutes with your bare feet on the ground is kind of minimum per day. And what that does is it increases the voltage in your body. It's the amount of voltage that you can send through your nerves to activate the muscles that actually make you strong. And so if you imagine there's voltage in every single cell, the earth has a voltage. The earth is being struck by lightning about 1,000 times every single second, all over the world. And that lightning transfers into you if you're standing on the earth. So immediately right there, you're charging yourself like a battery. That's the earthing component. Then there's the breathwork component, which brings in subtle energies. And oxygen is something that is, I think, underrepresented. It's understated on its benefits. Like, if it's so important that we need it every single moment of the day, is there a way to change it and mess around with it and sort of exercise with oxygen to amplify our entire existence? And the answer to that is yes, which is why many ancient traditions all have to do like yogic work. All these people with powers, they all meditate, and they all kind of do some version of breath work, but breath work can also bring in subtle energies, which is known as chi or ki or prana. And that's what breath can do for us. So there's like a subtle energy that runs through our body, and breath can do that. I like to say that oxygen is the shape of a cube because it is, according to a lot of other traditions, like the Platonic solids, Plato's solids. There's a cubal shape, and that's represented with oxygen. The cube shape of energy will fit into our body in a lot of places, and a lot of places fit into the cube. So oxygen actually feeds our body a subtle energy that's very harmonious with the structure of shapes of all the energy in our body. And then we've got the sun, and the sun is essentially what everything is. Light, the sun, everything on this planet is birthed out of the sun. So the sun is popping planets out of itself. And so everything here is a version of light. And so the sun is kind of the ultimate source of this energy. And so we take in sunlight from our skin, we take in sunlight from our hair, and we take in sunlight from our eyes. And so getting out in the sun and or sun gazing is another protocol that will enhance your human capabilities. And then water, like we're made up mostly of water, right? We want to make sure that we are spending a good deal of our resources on water, whether it has to do with money. If you turn your energy into money, then the water that you're going to want to drink is probably going to be expensive, and or you're going to have to spend resources going into nature and harvesting your own water that's coming from the earth. I've covered 4 out of the 5 elements. The last one is what is traditionally known as ether. I think that there is definitely a code that is organizing all of this together. And if we have access to that code, then we may have better control of that, I guess, or we can harmonize with it. And that can happen through intention. That can happen through us just being conscious of life and conscious of our decisions. And that can happen through meditation. And from an athletic standpoint, using this ether force to win a competition is as simple as being a winner. Just harmonizing with the fact that I'm going to be first place. Not because you want to get first place, but because that's who you are. You're the person who stands on top of the podium, period. And that takes a little bit, that also we can talk about for a long time of what that means, and that actually gets into manifesting and creating your desires, because you can use it not only to get first place in a CrossFit competition or a physical competition. You can also manifest your job, your dream job, and then eventually you start asking yourself, why am I manifesting a job? And then you can just start manifesting anything you want in your life, and without necessarily needing a job. You can see the power if you actually practice all of that, and you can see how much time that takes. It took me 20 minutes just to talk about it, to actually do it in practice. Like, it's a full day thing.